Hi there, this is going to be an additional reading. Today I'm filming this on February 29th, 2020, which is a leap year, right? A leap year, today is leap day. I don't know how else to put it. It is February 29th. So what's really weird is I was thinking about this morning, that the other day on my live on Instagram, xi_missy_xi, I felt like it was going to have this big revealings of hidden timelines, is what I had said on my live. And I really thought about that this morning, and I went, oh, because see, we got an extra day this year, right, with February 29th. And leap years, I believe, happen every 4 years, and it's to help even out, because technically there's not 365 days a year. It's technically something like 365.25. So to make up for the 0.25, it's this whole scientific thing. But when you want to talk about, like, this year there's an extra day, it's literally like, it's so weird too, because I didn't think about, okay, February 29th, we have 29 days this year, and that's not always the case, again, every 4 years. But there's some type of timeline that was hidden for protection that this year doesn't necessarily mean it's today, but it's very just symbolic of the fact that I feel like February 29th, it opens up something, because you want to know what I just saw, and this sounds really weird, but I just saw what looks like some type of a magical creature near like a waterfall or something. I don't know. Let's just get into it. This is the beautiful deck called Work on Your Light Oracle that I was gifted by Will. Will, thank you so much. They're gorgeous. Will also gifted me a bracelet. I don't know where I put the bracelet. Thank you so much, Will. See what we have. As you can see, the color schemes are amazing, and I felt very pinky this morning. I felt very like blossomy this morning. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I got this shirt from Victoria's Secret, obviously pink, and I don't know, even though I don't wear colors a lot, you guys know I love my black. I have all shades of black too. It's from the seriously, too. I don't just wear black. I wear faded black, really dark black, a little bit sheer black. So, but I love pink. Pink is actually my favorite color, honestly. I also do love deep red. So let's get right into this and see what's happening. There's this blooming, right? We're getting into the season of spring love. And I have a feeling my new bracelet's going to reflect that energy, spring love. So stay tuned for that. Here we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So for some of you, it's literal dancing. Going out there, dancing the night away. For some of you, it's yoga. Because I see just movement of the physical body. However that is going to be for you. So whether this is actual dancing, yoga, this could be exercise, right? Something, but it has this more flow to it than just exercise. So if it's exercise, it would be something of the sort of like yoga or dance exercise or something like that, okay? Because it has that flow to it where it feels like it's musical almost, even if there's no music that you use to do it. Ooh, Mintakin. Longing for home. Belonging. The original light workers. Okay. Now, if you've been following my Instagram and the stories I've been posting on there, just last night, I pulled the Awakening card from the Light Lover's Path Tarot deck, right? And before that, I believe it was from this deck, I got the Awakening card. We're always constantly going through awakenings. And I feel like the Divine Masculine group that I was talking about in that particular reading have already gone through their big bang, as I like to say, their big awakening. But we always continuously are awakening, right, throughout the process. And I feel like they were going through another one. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I almost just feel like it's this whole something shifts within us, okay? That's why I said, remember, it's like this new timeline that opens up. It could be something that pops up that didn't look like it was an option at all, or it's something that's so different from what you thought you were going to pursue or do. Longing for home. Home is a place. No. Home is a feeling. right? People think, well, back home, you mean move back home? I moved back home. I did everything to get the fuck out of home. No, home is where the heart is. Now, that's a gorgeous movie. Home is where the heart is. Or actually, it's technically called Where the Heart Is. But home is a feeling. This is you. It's alignment. What is this? I don't feel those cards. So again, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Feeling this tug, this pull in alignment. But all of a sudden you'll say, why do I feel really like comfortable and at home doing yoga? And I've never done yoga. You love it so much, you're inspired to teach yoga. You feel super drawn to something and you go, what is that? I don't understand what that is. Oh Lord. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? It's all about this call. You see how everything is this call, this draw, this magnetism. I am all of a sudden drawn to. I am all of a sudden pulled to. It's this magnetism. I don't know how else to put it. You have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Look at her. She's sitting on some kind of a throne too. And then we have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So for those of you like me, look at how gorgeous the cards are too. They really match my scheme here. Match my flower, right? It's essential for us to stay grounded. Now, some people, the way they stay grounded is they walk outside barefoot, right? That's called earthing. You can do that. Some people, it's taking a bath and being in water, whether they're sitting in water or just bathing in water. Some people meditate. Whatever your form of grounding yourself is, do that, okay? Because I feel like what can happen is especially as an air sign like me, if I don't ground myself well, because I live in the ethers, it just as a norm, because I'm an earth sign, Aquarian, I live in my head. So I have to really bring myself back to reality. Otherwise, for someone like me, I love being in the ethers and in my own thoughts and in my own head. You know what I'm saying? That's why as a child, I loved reading and I loved watching movies and stuff, right? Because it's all this someone else's story. It's this imagination, right? And I have to be very careful not to just completely live there, because I will. And I'll be totally okay not interacting with 3D people and just be all in my head connecting with, whatever else. The storylines in my head. Or that's why a lot of people like us that are, all in our heads, we are really creative. We can be really great authors, yes, it's still Mercury retrograde, honey. We deep in it too, huh? You know what I'm saying. People that write stories, poems, songs, painting even too. I know, guys. We are all braving through this Mercury retrograde. We are. All right, let's get to the tarot, please. Whew, so stay grounded, do whatever you got to do, okay? Maybe the part of staying grounded for some of you guys is doing this new yoga or dancing or whatever you're doing. Something that, I also feel like it's something that opens you up and connects you to this other frequency. It's like this other frequency gets revealed to you, and I feel like it comes at the exact moment that it's meant to come. So I can't even talk. Please apologize. I was going to say, please apologize. You see how Mercury, oh Lord Jesus. I apologize. I have here the Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Moon. Is my hair doing that? Now, the Moon is about something that's hidden. And a lot of things are being revealed. Did you watch my video I did that was the Divine Masculine is revealed? Now we're talking about protected hidden timelines being revealed, because it's safe in its time. The Moon, Luna, Mahina, Goddess Freya, whoever you want to refer to her as. Hawaii, we call the Moon Mahina. She's very high priestess right now, coming through like that, because you know how the high priestess is the keepers of secrets, right? She is the keeper of secrets, and I feel like, the Moon is ready to reveal something quite big, and I felt it was part of the divine masculine energy, and maybe not necessarily that the moon is going to reveal it, but she may draw you and pull you and make you feel like you need to. Okay, how it's gonna be different for everybody, but here she sits in all her beautiful glory. And as we know, recently we just had the moon and Venus aligning. They called it kissing, but it was aligning, right? And so I really feel like it was us connecting to our higher goddess energy, our Empress energy, really shifting into our higher self, but in this very divine feminine type of way, you know? And even back in the days of, you know, like freaking, you're talking like old ancient Egypt, the gods and the goddesses, you know, they wanted to physically appear attractive, not because of vain or anything of that sort, but it just has this thing about it where when we are in our divine power, especially for the feminines, it's just this thing about looking physically attractive. And I don't know where that comes from, right? People think it's just ego, but it's not. It's a part of self-love. It's a part of wanting to look good and be attractive. And it's just almost like it's just part of the packaging. It's like you wouldn't give somebody something that looks terrible, right? And I almost feel like the gods, if you will, or the universe, it's like gifting these kings, queens, gods, and emperors, whatever, to the world, and kind of almost like, I don't know, it has this thing to it of like, it's regal, it's royal. And not saying that when you're physically attractive, that's what you are, you're regal royal, because some piece of shits can be really attractive. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, because people get really upset by this. They're very confused. People are confused thinking that when they awaken, they have to now all of a sudden eat granola and drink water and only go hiking, and they can't do anything, and they're all namaste'd out, and now they got to stop using makeup. And it's like, no, sis, no, because even back in the day, they say Cleopatra crushed up lapis lazuli and smeared that blue shit on her eyelids, okay, to make it look like eyeshadow. Like, you know what it is? No. Like, there's something about that, connecting to our higher selves, and for some of you, actually understanding and being in your true authentic self. Because there's some people that authentically don't want to be whatever, you know, and that's fine. But then there's some people who authentically, we like our lashes long and our lips pop in, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what we do. And it's like, don't let society make you think that you have to be any type of different way, because I almost feel like that is part of the sitting in this divine feminine power, is understanding I don't do this for other people, I do this for me, because I feel like I want to. And I feel like by doing it, it's weird, but I feel like it inspires people, okay? And I'm just going to stop right there. And if you leave any weird comments or anything trying to twist what I'm trying to say into something bad, you will be blocked, okay? Now, because it's Mercury retrograde too, so you got to forgive me, because the way I'm trying to articulate it may come out a little bit different or twisted or half-assed. So, the Two of Cups is also here. Now, the Two of Cups is two magnetically, whoop, it's like magnets, whoop. That's what I see in my head, just whoop. The Queen of Wands sitting here. Why do I feel like she is X'd out? So this could be like if somebody was with this person, yeah? Like that was their ex. They're in a karmic situation. Somebody here gets X'd out. For some people, it could be very sudden. You have the Knight of Wands here. I feel like if this is somebody breaking up with a person, they're extremely stable, right? They're very King of Pentacles. People are going to say, oh, what the hell? So it would probably be like people that were together since college, or, oh my God, you know, they could have kids, they could be married or whatever, right? Like, I don't know, this is the case, giving you an example. But it just feels like this is not my path. And it's not to say that their path is going to be with a 19-year-old with big fake boobies, right? We're not saying these men are going to have midlife crises and then go and live low vibrational lives. This would be that they're awakening to this sense of, this is not where I belong. You see the key? The whole thing is just feeling like you belong. Like for some people, it's understanding, I want to keep up with my body physically, because it's about alignment, body, mind, soul, right? So if we're going to work on polishing our souls and we're going to work on polishing our emotions and such, then we also have to work on polishing our physical too. I just feel like it's this whole thing about like feeling good. If I don't physically get myself together, I just don't feel good emotionally and spiritually. I just don't. I think it's because for me, it is this balance of things of body, mind, soul. And you don't have to go and glue on fake eyelashes to feel that way. But you know what I'm saying? It's like to put yourself together. And even I was just a little girl, I used to watch my grandma, my beloved grandma. I used to watch her, and she was the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life and have ever met in real life person. Like, she just looked like a movie star. Always, even in her older age, people would stop her on the streets and they would say, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Like, oh my God, I can only imagine what you looked like when you were young." She was just stunning. And I remember she always would say that when like we're young and wild and rascal, and I'd be like, "I don't want to brush my hair. I don't want to take a bath." And she would always be like, "No, we always look our best. We always brush your hair, get your hair looking nice, put your hair up when you go to school, make sure your clothes not wrinkled, make sure you look good." We always, it was just this pride thing almost of like putting ourselves together. And for me, that's where it comes from too, yeah, is taking pride in the way I look, because that's just something that, my grandma used to tell me, that no, you get yourself together. You're going out there looking like that and smack you. So we have here the Hermit, Virgo energy. But the Hermit here is, again, something that's hidden, but coming out. Because the Hermit is alone. It's in a cave. It's self-reflection. It's going within, all these different things. But it feels like the Hermit is coming out to give you this. Look at the little lantern the Hermit's holding in this deck. It's a little star. And if you're the Eight of Wands too, it's very portally. It's almost like the Hermit goes, "Oh, you need this?" And you go, "I don't know, I do." Here's the Magician. And the Magician goes, "Yep, we do need that. Give it to me." It's all these hidden things that are coming out. The Tower on the bottom of the deck again. I saw it and then shuffled. Magician came out. There it is again. Now, this is about manifesting too. Some of you are going to be rapid manifestors. Be careful, because you can manifest good and bad. So I have here the Ace of Swords, holding the truth. Someone here is holding the truth. It's literally becoming, I just see authenticity. Wow, Ace of Wands. Holding the truth, holding the power. Truth and power, holding it, but it's also being presented. Who's presenting it? Well, the Moon. Then here is the High Priestess, as I said. I could feel her. Keeper of Secrets. Then you have the Power of Three. And if you've been following me on my Instagram, watching my lives, I could feel very strongly the Power of Three for this past week. And yes, the Power of Three is from Charmed, right? But we also know that, Charmed has excellent writing in the story, because it takes a lot of what is in actuality and they wrote it into the show. So Power of Three is very important. Just has always been, before Charmed even came on TV, you know what I'm saying? Power of Three. This could be the divine feminine powers, as they say, mother, maiden, crone. Is this you, your mother, and your grandmother? It's possible. Is it you, your daughter, and your mother? Sure. Is this mother, maiden, crone energy for some of you, where it's your own self? It's your own self. It's the inner child, you currently, and then your higher self. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take this shit as it resonates. But the Power of Three is going to be very important, especially when it comes to like this divine feminine energy, okay? Now, the High Priestess here, she's going to be revealing it. I feel like she's getting everything together. And in my live that I did the other day on Instagram, I had seen in my head, like, I pulled the owl card, right, from the Lenormand deck. And what I saw, because the owls are like wisdom, and I felt this older ancestral energy. I felt like they were sitting down and they were gathering, getting ready to watch something. Maybe they're sitting there gathering to watch you finally being crowned, finally coming into your own. Look at that, the fucking Empress card. Done. Done. Oh my God, the bottom of the deck's the Four of Wands. Remember, home is a feeling. Four is stability, right? This could be some of you guys moving homes, moving cities, states, countries, moving in with somebody. But the Empress is exactly everything I talked about, is this divine feminine energy that we're just really soaking into. And I think maybe that's why I felt like I wanted to have on this like flowery shirt and really bright pink lips. And speaking of which, because I know people are going to ask me, what is it? I found this Clinique Chubby Stick Intense Moisturizing Lip Color Balm. And it's number 5 Pluscious Punch. And I got this free as like a sample from the Clinique girl that stands in the Clinique section at Ulta, like last year. And I just had it, and I was looking through all my lipsticks and lip glosses, and I have so many. And that color I felt like really matched this shirt from Victoria's Secret. And maybe that's how come. And then also, my newest bracelet coming out, I've narrowed it down, and I just keep seeing in my head spring love and blossoming, and you know, I already have a bloom bracelet, right? But it's different. This feels just very florally, and it was pinky, and I could just see it in my head, and I just kept seeing spring love. And it's not just spring love with another person, but it's love of ourself. Do you know what I'm saying? And it just has this very feminine energy to it, and just it just feels very, I'm going to say, powerful. Divine feminine power. You know, the women are the only ones that can bring a soul into this physical world, right? The feminine is gifted that. That's huge. If we want to look at it like that, right? Okay. Expectation. Number 28. You're expecting something to happen some particular way. Remember I talked about that earlier, that this hidden timeline or this hidden thing comes up. So, and I feel like for some of you, it's something that you could have written off, or like if you've been following me since like 2018, right, 2019, I used to see this list of names, and the names would be all crossed off because you were like, no, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that, it's not this. It was like this list of options, like, and it was like they didn't work out, so you'd cross them off. And then I remember one time I had seen that same list, and a name was crossed off, but then it was recircled again. So could it be something that just you've already encountered that didn't pan out? I'm sure. Yeah, of course, because, you know, this is general. But I don't know, man. Toils and labor. The grind. That's what I just heard. I heard the grind. I almost feel like somebody there. Occupation. So yeah, the grind. Somebody here is self-made. Really work themselves from the bottom up is the impression that I'm getting here. And then you have change. Wow. So this change to me feels overnight. Somebody here could have been an overnight success or will be. Someone here, this is also because, remember what I said, it's this hidden thing that's revealed. Now all of a sudden, boom, change is here. Opportunities arise, and you're going, what the hell? Like, wow, my life has changed in a split second. And for some of you, it's because this hidden timeline or hidden opportunities is now showing you something very different. Look at that, unexpected income, something very unexpected. And then you have distant horizons. That could mean some of you will have to travel. I've searched the horizons to find you. I know who you are. I know your name. You know, I'm singing that all wrong, honey. It's Mercury retrograde. That's Moana. Remember when she meets Tafiti? Oh, I knew it was going to come out. This is our last card. This is the Great Fortune card. It's the best card in the entire freaking deck, right? As you guys know. This would mean that we are aligning with our... I feel like this is what I feel. I feel like it's the lifetime. If it's a timeline, right, that's being revealed to you guys. I feel like it's the lifetime that brings you the most abundance. And I could see why it would need to be hidden for protection, because people out there don't want things like that for other people, especially if you're a spiritual person. I feel like this would be somebody who is very spiritual, or they're like philanthropists or humanitarians or something. There's change, huge change that they're going to be creating in the world. So you have change here too. And so like darker energies don't want that kind of shit to happen, because then it spreads truth. And remember now, love and light is not just hi. Love and light is truth. So it's about spreading the truth and awareness of things. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not just about, oh, saying we're going to go kumbaya by the campfire and shit. No, it's about truth. It's about, and that's why, like for me, people say, how can you say you're woke, Missy, when you say motherfucker, when you drink soda, when you do this, you chew your gum, you do this. I'm truly authentically me, and my vibration has shifted. And if you felt vibration, you would feel mine, and you would know that I'm seeing most things from a higher perspective because I've gone through all these levels. Honey, life broke me the fuck down, okay? I've been there and worked myself up here, and we're continuously rising, right? It's this never-ending process of awakening and growth. So don't let people tell you that you've got to fit into some cookie cutter box version of somebody who's awakened or woke. No. It's about being your true authentic self and understanding we have flaws, and these are my flaws, and these are things that I'm going to work on, and I'm not going to use them as excuses to keep fucking up, right? It's about ownership and taking accountability. And I feel like when we really, really take on that energy and then boom, slip into this divine goddess power, right? With the moon aligning with Venus, right? And Venus is just about love and beauty and all of these things. I just feel like the spotlight's on the divine feminines right now, where it feels like people are doing double takes. They're just going, oh my God, like goo gaga over you. And it might be this sudden shift too that you go, what the hell? It's because, I'm sorry, we're done shuffling. It's because everything is changing. It's because this new timeline, this new life basically is opening up to you. And for some of you that I'm channeling this for, was hidden tremendously to protect it. This has been written in many, 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 many lifetimes ago, that this would be what it is. For some of you, it's ancestral too, where I feel like a lot of your ancestors couldn't get this, or it was ripped away from them or taken away from them, and they kind of said, okay, they're going to start taking shit away from us. We're going to fucking put in the work here. And your spiritual team really went to work, taking what's theirs and rightfully yours and protecting it. It's almost like, in essence, if you will, taking some money now and we put it away in a bank account so we don't see or touch it, and that bank account is going to be for our kids later. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I feel like your spiritual team did, your past ancestors, your angels, whoever it is around you. They did that with your abundance. All right, guys, I know this reading was probably all over the place, but I feel like for those that this is supposed to hit, it's going to be spot on, okay? Can't please everybody. You know, we always get dislikes on the videos. People just, they don't like nothing. We gotta like yourself first, though. That's the most important thing, honey. That's we're preaching self-love up in this motherfucker. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want to book a reading with me, click on the link below. But I am only trying to do emergencies right now until I catch up with all recorded readings. And as per usual, I'm still working through the recorded readings because it's Mercury retrograde. Electronics are a hell of a lot slower. Okay, my speech is mumbled up too. So if I start to record your reading and I feel like it's not the right time or I can't get the words out, I gotta stop and I gotta wait. So things are always delayed during retrogrades, okay? Also, keep a lookout for my newest bracelet. It's going to be something having to do with love and blooming and spring love. And I also felt in tuned to, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I can't speak during this retrograde for some reason. I felt the pull to add more of my Super 7 bracelets, which are called my prophecy bracelet. See, I almost didn't even remember what my own bracelet's called. That's how crazy it is, you know? And it's made with really, really gorgeous Super 7s. And if you guys are familiar with crystals and stones, Super 7s are really rare and they're very expensive. But it's to help you tap into this high priestess energy, or high priest energy, if you will. And it's one of my older bracelets, and I just felt this need to bring it back, you know, Super 7s. And so if you would like to purchase those, click on the link below. I think there's still a couple left, okay? And those will be going out within about 2 weeks or so. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Love you.